Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. Y'all know I got my mama up in here.
Hi, Aki.
Hey. Y'all know I got my trusty co-executive producer in the house.
What's up, guys?
Thank you so much. No, don't put it on. Thank you. Thank you. And y'all know I got my trusty co-executive producers in the house.
What's up?
What you been doing?
Y'all, it's time for us to start off. We got a pretty good show tonight. Let me see what's on the lineup here. And matter of fact, forget about what's on the lineup. I'm just gonna jump into it. First, I'm gonna start off with this video that I heard today on Karen Hunter's show.
Yeah.
About Charlie Brown
And
asking
Franklin.
No, Charlie Brown asking
Franklin. You're right.
Why y'all still got to talk about racism?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all want to hear what Franklin had to say to Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Y'all, this better be the first thing too. Y'all, watch this.
Can I ask you a question without you getting offended? Sure, Charlie Brown. What is it? Why can't black people forget about slavery? I mean, it ended all those years ago, and yet when something happens with your people, it's brought back up. Why? Well, do you have a pretty good, vivid imagination? I think so. What should I imagine? Imagine that I knock all your teeth out your fucking head. How soon do you think that you'd forget? Well, I probably wouldn't forget anytime soon. Especially since my teeth were gone. Exactly. And you would probably forgive me, but you would never forget. And the only time it's brought up is when something remotely similar happens. Wow. What on earth could possibly be similar to slavery, Franklin? I don't know if you knew this or not, but lynchings never stopped. They're finding young black men hanging from trees that had absolutely no mental health issues. They even found one hanging from a tree at a golf course of all places. I mean, come on! And lynching isn't always physical, Charlie Brown. It can be mental, too. Now, it's mostly psychological lynching. They're not wearing sheets over their heads anymore. Now they're wearing business suits and dress pants. Other forms of lynching are methods of social, psychological, and economic control that enforce racial hierarchy and instill fear. You're excluded from jobs and other important opportunities that others have access to because of the color of our skin. That's lynching. And Franklin, I never looked at it like that before. I'm sorry that y'all have to continue to endure this kind of pain. It's okay, Charlie Brown. It's people like you that makes me realize that all is not lost, and that there's still some great people out here. Well, thanks for clearing that up for me, Franklin. I think I have a clear understanding now.
See, now y'all heard that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people, especially MAGA people, are always saying, why y'all black folks always got to keep talking about slavery? Now, just like Franklin said, what if I took my fist and punched all of your teeth out your damn mouth? You ain't never going to forget that, are you? Mm-hmm. No. Okay? So that's why we keep talking about slavery.
All right.
Y'all, did y'all like that? I hope y'all did. Y'all, it's time for us to change the book out, y'all. So, the book that's coming down is John Fugelsang's The Separation of Church and Hate. This book was so good, y'all. Mm-hmm. It really was.
Okay. From
beginning to end, like I was like, oh Lord, this shit is crazy. Y'all need to read this. It's about how MAGA Christians use Paul in the Bible instead of following the word of Jesus Christ to protest their Christianity. Yeah. That's what it's about. And it's so good. Because, y'all MAGA Christians, y'all ain't really Christians. We all know that. Y'all follow the Apostle Paul, not Jesus Christ. Because Jesus would never do the shit that y'all doing out here. Mm-hmm. Period. So the new book that's coming in for this month, y'all know the one of the oldest survivors of the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre just passed away recently. Mm-hmm. She was 110 years old. Mm-hmm. And she wrote this book, Don't Let Them Bury My Story, the oldest living survivor of the Tulsa Race Massacre, in her own words. She was born in 1909 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was 110.
Yeah.
So she was born in the Oklahoma massacre happened in 1907, I think, or something like that. Y'all, don't quote me. But this is the new book, y'all. Run out there and get this book. Support we're still trying to get reparations. So she's part of the solution of trying to get some reparations. She's been fighting for it her whole life, and now she gone. Mm-hmm. Still ain't got the reparations yet. Mm. Oh Lord, y'all, guess what's down here? Listen, what is? Oh, y'all. Okay, let me tell y'all. Y'all know these boat strikes been going on. With Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth have been shooting these boats out the water, claiming that they ferrying drugs, right? And so the newest scandal is that they've been even blowing up survivors, people who survived the attack. That's against the Geneva Convention, and it's also against the law to shoot survivors.
Right.
Okay. So I don't know. I know one thing. When I saw this going on with all of these drug boats and stuff, because they show them skipping across the sea in the middle of the night, then all of a sudden they get hit by these missiles.
Right.
And so, but you know what I was thinking the whole time? I'm like, if they're supposed to be having all these kilos and kilos and kilos and kilos of drugs, right? Mm-hmm. Why aren't you just seizing the boat? Like, why aren't you having the Navy SEALs and all of them go out there and seize the stuff?
Right.
Instead of you blowing it up and letting all the cocaine go into the ocean.
Yeah.
Getting all the fish and animals and shit fucked up.
Right. I didn't even think of that, but you're totally right.
Yeah, where you think the drugs is gonna go?
Right
into the water.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being a shark? You just swimming around, mind your damn business, then all of a sudden you like, oh hell no! Oh, Sharkeisha, get over here, girl. I'm ready to do you. Sharkeisha like, what the hell wrong with you?
You're right.
George be like, I'm ready to hunt y'all motherfuckers now, goddammit. Whoa! And then what if someone OD and die?
Right.
What if the cocaine falls on top of a coral reef and kill the whole reef?
Yeah.
Because one thing animals can't do in the water is regulate how much of the drugs they ingest.
They're just going to breathe it in.
They don't breathe, but okay.
You know what I mean.
So, Pete Hegseth is down there fighting with Mark Kelly, and it's really good, y'all. It says U.S. lawmakers demand answers over Hegseth Venezuela boat strike claims. This comes from the BBC. Now, Donald Trump is down there distancing himself from this whole situation somehow. I didn't order those fatal strikes at the end. That was Pete Hegseth. And Pete Hegseth is saying that the commander did it himself. They all just, playing hot potato with people's lives.
Right.
It says U.S. lawmakers are pressing the Trump administration for answers about the military strike on suspected Venezuela drug boats after a report alleged that a follow-up strike was ordered to kill survivors of an initial attack. Republican-led committees overseeing the Pentagon have vowed to conduct vigorous oversight into the U.S. boat strikes in the Caribbean. Following the report on Friday, the Washington Post reported that the U.S. strike on a boat on September 2nd left 2 survivors, but then the second attack was carried out with a defiant Secretary Pete Hegseth's orders to kill everybody. That's what he said to the commander.
That's disgusting.
Because, the troops are not going to do nothing unless they're told to do it.
Right.
That's why they call it orders.
Yeah.
And so people want to see these orders, what came down. They want to see the orders.
Yeah.
Because every strike has to be ordered.
Right.
Unless they in like some kind of dog fight or something like that in the air, or it's just straight ground war. Right. But if it's something like this, missiles and stuff, this shit got to be ordered.
You got to be cleared off.
Y'all. So Mark Kelly got up there and he was telling everybody in the military, don't take illegal orders. Like, if you know that you should not be killing people on a boat after the boat already been struck and it's against the law to shoot them again, don't do it, no matter who tells you to do it.
Right.
Like, what's going to happen to you?
Don't be like, an order is an order. Nah.
Well, the thing about it is that a lot of times these people in the military are gun happy people. You know what I mean? Like, part of the reason why some people go to the military is so that they can kill people.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Some are. I'm not saying everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Some people go to the military so they can live Call of Duty in real life. It says on Sunday, U.S. President Donald Trump said he believed his defense secretary 100%, when he said that he didn't tell nobody to do nothing. In recent weeks, the U.S. has expanded its military presence in the Caribbean and carried out a series of lethal strikes on suspected drug smuggling boats in international waters off Venezuela and Colombia. Again, I do not agree with this, y'all. I don't agree with any of it.
Yeah, me either.
I don't agree with them killing people just on a suspicion that they might have drugs. What if you out with your friends and your friends like, you want to ride a speedboat on our way from Venezuela to America? My dad has a speedboat. Let's get in it and ride to America. Okay, now here you are with you and your friends joy riding a speedboat. Then all of a sudden here comes a missile. Could you imagine? All I'm saying is this. If you want to take the drugs out of the ocean, go ahead and do it, but do it the right way. Go down there and arrest the people off the boats. Right. Surround them. We got enough military people in them oceans. They already following them from the air. They know where they at. That's why they shooting the missiles. Yeah. All they got to do is be like, okay, y'all, they right here. These coordinates. Surround them.
Right. Get some men in the boats. Just drive up to that boat. Hop on.
Tell them to pull over.
Right.
Just like they do black folk in America. Pull over.
Yeah. Just seize the boat.
And seize the boat. Why you got to be killing people? You're not even giving them a day in court, trial, nothing. You just like, y'all police, judge, and executioner all at the same time. Trump loves to talk about due process. Okay, well, these people ain't getting no due process.
Right.
And who's to say they was even headed to America? You know, you saw the map of where Venezuela is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who's to say where they were going? It's not like they are a Greyhound bus and they have that sign across the top that says Texas.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And they getting struck right off their island. Like, they not even really making it nowhere before they getting killed. And this one boat looks like exactly what I said. Like it was on its way to somewhere else. This one looks like it's going to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And Hispaniola. It don't even look like it was going nowhere near the United States. And then they struck one off the coast of Mexico. Nobody knows where these boats are going. Do you know where these boats are going?
No.
And then they striking them off the coast of Colombia right here. You see that 4 strikes. Yeah. I mean, homeboy over here has a long way to go before they get to America, okay? You don't know where these folk are going at Pete Hegseth. You don't know where these people going. Y'all just saying y'all know where people going. You don't know where these people going. You don't even know if it's really drug traffickers or not. You don't know nothing. You want that oil from Venezuela. That's what the hell y'all want. That's what they want.
Yeah.
They want the oil from Venezuela. That's what they want. General Mark Kelly got up there. First, he told the troops, don't do stuff that's illegal. That's what he told them. Right. And then Trump and Pete Hegseth decided they was going to drill Mark Kelly down to the ground, telling him, you're a loser. We're going to make sure that you don't ever run for office again and all this kind of stuff. And Mark Kelly was like, you know what? I'm finna tell y'all motherfuckers what I got to say to y'all. Y'all want to hear what Mark Kelly? What's all these pictures that I don't have? What's that? Wait.
That's a photo.
Oh, okay. Why come you're not telling me?
It was after that one.
I know, but you're not telling me. You hear me start talking about Mark Kelly.
Right. Oh, man.
All right, so this is Mark Kelly right here, y'all. He was an astronaut. He has served our country. He's a senator now. His wife got shot in the head because of his service. They was like, we're going to get your wife. Just like they did, what's her name that was in the head of the DNC for a long time, and now she's retiring? Nancy Pelosi's husband. They got her husband the same way. Now, y'all want to hear what Mark Kelly had to say to Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth?
Yeah.
It's funny. Y'all, check this out.
Too far. The president has gone too far. Everybody needs to wake up. The occupant of the Oval Office is ignorant to the Constitution and has no regard for the rule of law. Trying to silence me, in proposing to court-martial me, in threatening to kill me for fighting back when our democracy demands that we must fight back. President Trump has crossed the line. And this time, it's not going to work. I will not be intimidated by this president.
Yeah, this is where the reads start coming in. This is where Mark Kelly going to just let his ass have it.
I am not going to be silenced by this president or the people around him, because I've given too much in service to this country to back down to this guy. In 1991, when Donald Trump was driving the Taj Mahal casino into bankruptcy, I was getting shot at over Iraq and Kuwait. In 2001, after Donald Trump said that the collapse of the Twin Towers meant he now owned the tallest skyscraper in Manhattan, I was carrying flags honoring 9/11 victims into space on a rocket ship. In 2003, when Donald Trump was writing birthday greetings to the monster Jeffrey Epstein, I was the first on the scene to recover the bodies of my fellow astronauts who died when Space Shuttle Columbia exploded during re-entry. In 2011, when Trump was hosting a reality show and peddling conspiracy theories against President Barack Obama, I was sitting next to my wife's hospital bed as she recovered from a gunshot wound to the head. My point is this: I've been through a lot worse in service to my country. The president and Pete Hegseth are not going to silence me. They aren't going to keep me from speaking out, and they're not going to keep me from doing my job. The president.
Ooh, Mark Kelly ran Donald Trump down to the basement, bitch. Ooh, I know Trump can't say nothing after that. They said Trump went on a Truth Social rampage the other night. He put out 161 tweets or whatever they call it on Truth Social in one night.
Dang. For real?
161, whatever they call them over there. I know they don't call them tweets, but the man be losing his damn mind. I'm Donald Trump, everybody. Y'all need to listen to me, because I'm a dictator, and I'm going to take over Venezuela. And General Mark Kelly is an evil man, and he must be destroyed and stopped. That's how I imagine Trump laughs. Because we've never even seen Trump laugh before. You ever seen Trump laugh? Never.
No.
Because he's psycho. Y'all, bye Pete Hegseth with your no qualification ass. Bye Donald Trump. And Mark Kelly, thank you, God, for you just read the kids down, baby. And you know you don't get no slam today. But bye Pete again. Child. Mark Kelly, I already read your child. I didn't know there was a paper for Mark Kelly. So I don't know, you know. Y'all, you know what? The game, you know, the game is like DL suspect #1, right? He's like the first person to ever be called suspect. Mm-hmm. But you know who did it better than him though? Who don't care and that's dope? What? NLE Chopper. He don't care what nobody say about him because he's a real man and he don't care. He's like, the LGBTQ community, yeah, I fuck with them. They cool. I'm not gay though. I don't suck no penis, but you know, whatever they do, Trump, whatever they do, you know, it's fine for them. Yeah. But I'm not sitting up here, you know, I ain't taking no penis up my snooch.
Snooch.
But the game, child. Now I heard the game. I heard. I didn't hear that he actually know how to put in work, but I heard he got the tools to put in work. That's what I heard about the game.
Okay.
I heard the game is packing. It says the game calls for Diddy and R. Kelly to be freed from prison. Auto slam again. We don't care, game. Like, we ain't even heard your name in so long. Listen, I almost forgot about your ass for real though. I'm not even capping.
And I put that Diddy video with it.
With that,
Cause it also has something to do with Diddy.
Okay, so y'all know 50 Cent dropped that documentary on Netflix about Diddy, and so apparently 50 Cent got a hold to some documents. I mean, the videos that nobody else had. So I'm gonna watch the documentary tonight. Me and my mama, you gonna watch it with me? You want to watch the Diddy documentary from 50 Cent with me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Can you sound a little any happier than that? I didn't say look happier. I said sound happier. Get more excited. Say, you want to see the Diddy documentary with me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord,
Supposed
y'all.
to be like,
Yeah! Like you Little John or something. Y'all, but 50 Cent put out this documentary about Diddy's last days before he went to jail or whatever. And Diddy was like telling his attorneys and stuff like, y'all not making this look good for me. Y'all not making enough propaganda out there to make me look good, because everybody was just playing that Cassie getting slammed to the ground tape on a 24-hour loop. Like, that shit was on like
you're right.
every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they really wasn't defending Diddy at that time before the trial started.
But what could they really say about that? They can't really defend him when it comes to that
Trump
video.
is the ultimate liar. You don't understand how propaganda works? All you have to do is say, that's fake, over and over again. That's not me. Over and over. I done seen people redo those videos with them in the video and not Diddy. Standing in their hallway with them chasing Cassie. You know, in today's technology, you can do anything. You can say, if you say something to somebody enough times, they will start believing you, right? That's what Trump does.
Yeah.
The fake news. Now he got people running around talking about the news is fake.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Diddy means. It's like, y'all not doing nothing for me. Like, y'all not out there dispelling nothing about me.
Right.
He was like, not even for his lawyers to do it, but for his lawyers to find somebody to push the propaganda train on his, because, you know, his lawyers can't do that. That's illegal.
Right.
But, you know, hire bots. Get some little monkeys in Pakistan. You know how they be showing. Get somebody to do something.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
And nobody was doing nothing. That's what Diddy's complaint was. But y'all, I got a little trailer of this thing coming up right here. Y'all want to see this? Y'all watch this.
Netflix releasing never-before-seen video of Sean Diddy Combs filmed just days before his arrest on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering in 2024. The footage is part of a 4-part docuseries, Sean Combs: The Reckoning, premiering Tuesday. How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day.
Perhaps.
Combs' team firing back in a statement to NBC News, saying the Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece and that they relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. His team sending a cease and desist to Netflix.
We're losing.
Netflix releasing.
Oh, Lord. So y'all see what 50 Cent had to say. Now, y'all know 50 Cent shady ass always got something to say.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? They were asking 50, like, how'd you get the footage or whatever, right? Somebody leaked it. He paid for it. That's what happened. Now, you know how Diddy was complaining that his lawyers, the Agnifilos, was not giving him, he's trying to save his reputation and whatnot, right?
Right.
Now, we go from the husband or the wife, from the wife to the husband, because, you know, Luigi Mangione and Puffy's attorneys are husband and wife.
Right.
Now, child, when I tell y'all, now y'all know, now look, now this is Luigi in court. Federal court where there's supposed to be no what?
What?
Cameras.
Oh, yeah, cameras. Yeah.
This is what Diddy's talking about. See, they releasing nice looking pictures of Luigi.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is on purpose to make Luigi still look good to the public.
Right.
Because everybody's on Luigi's what?
Side.
So they want to make him look nice. And this is what Diddy's saying that he did not get.
Okay, yeah.
This is supporting Luigi's effort to get off. Now, y'all know Luigi's my boyfriend, right? I had to get some B-roll. See how they got him looking all good and everything in these pictures, smiling and carrying on and doing all this. But he's supposed to be an alleged murderer. Remember when I told you pictures are intentional? Videos are intentional that the media puts out, right? It's intentional. They want you to believe a narrative about a person.
Yeah.
If they wanted you to believe that this was some type of monster, first of all, in the court, they would have put one of those muzzle things over his face. They would have had him come in court still with his jail clothes on, like everybody else does pre-trial, okay? And because he goes right back from here back to jail.
Yeah.
This is preferential treatment, you know. Now, I'm still on Luigi's side. Everybody know I want him to get off. Everybody know you didn't loop the thing.
I did?
No. Everybody knows that I want Luigi off. Everybody knows that. Oh, it says that it's looped, but it didn't. So y'all know how I feel. Yeah. So it says right here, it says Luigi Mangione hearing hits on 3D gun never before heard 911 call comparisons to the Unabomber. Now, they are trying to say right now that that his attorneys are working on his side big time. It says, this comes from Rolling Stone magazine. It says Luigi Mangione's suppression hearings began at the New York City Supreme Court in Manhattan this morning as his defense team argued against the admission of evidence acquired during his December 9th to 2024 arrest. New information made public includes the conversation Mangione allegedly had with a corrections officer, the contents of the 911 call from McDonald's manager, and a video of Mangione's arrest in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Now, you know what? They violated his rights. They did not read him his Miranda warning.
No.
And they saying that now let me tell you something. I don't know when's the last time I heard a Miranda warning, to be honest. Like, I ain't heard nobody be like, hey, you're under arrest. Do you understand why? Let me read this to you before they put the cuffs on you. Normally they'd be like, They saying they didn't read him his Miranda rights and that they went through his bag illegally. And so they trying to get all the contents of the bag, the gun, the notebook. They trying to get all the evidence thrown out.
Right.
And if they do that, the prosecution's like, and Luigi Mangione sitting up down there looking like this, not crying like Diddy was. Y'all. It says, today Mangione appeared in court at 10:45 a.m. dressed in a gray suit jacket, a pattern button down, and no tie. Child, he looked like he was going to a business meeting. He took notes during the proceedings, which included a video footage of both the shooting of Thompson as well as Mangione's arrest in the Altoona McDonald's. Several times, Mangione glanced back at the press and about 24 supporters who were sitting in the back rows of the courtroom. How many supporters? 24, 25 people. 24 people, child. These pretrial hearings, which began today, are expected to take place over multiple days and will determine whether evidence acquired during Mangione's arrest is admissible in court. Mangione's defense team will argue that police did not have a warrant to search Mangione's backpack, which they didn't. Okay? Which he had with him at the time of his arrest. Evidence seized from the backpack included a 3D printed gun, silencer, notebook, and letters allegedly written by Mangione, as well as electronic devices. Child, Luigi's gonna get a slap on the wrist like Diddy got. They gonna give him the minimum sentence. I don't know what the minimum is for what he been charged with, but again, he gonna serve about the same 3-4 years. That's all he gonna get.
Yeah.
Once they get done throwing all this stuff out. It sounded like the Agnipholos was more concerned about Luigi Mangione than they was about Diddy. Because Diddy gave them all his money.
Right.
And Luigi probably didn't have all those millions and millions and millions and millions and millions what Diddy had. Right. So they're going to use Diddy's money to protect this boy.
Come on, cat!
Diddy, they did you dirty, Diddy. Oh, Lord. Oh gosh, it says yeah, my boyfriend, let me see. It says the witnesses Tomas Rivers is a British is British and said that Mangione was held in a special part of the prison for people who might be capable of self-harm or could be threatened by other inmates. So in other words, they got him safe down there to the hospital ward where he ain't got to worry about the other inmates and stuff. He's eating good. He looking good. He doing everything good down there. He ain't locked up like Diddy was. Y'all, ooh. Now, y'all know I love Luigi, but he's getting preferential treatment up down there.
Yeah.
Child, he's in the child. They got him down there to the hospital in the jail. He ain't even in no cell. Because I've been in that part of the jail before. Everybody's chilling. For real. Nobody's in no room. He got a nice, comfortable bed.
Yeah.
Comfortable bed.
Yeah.
Because it's the hospital part of the place.
Yeah.
Child, y'all.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Y'all treating my man good down there. That's good, baby. It says Rivers said he told Mangione what he perceived, which was mainstream media and traditional TV news focuses on the crime, whereas people in social media are talking about wrongdoings, potential wrongdoings in the healthcare industry. See, this is what Diddy's complaining about. You see how this story is written? It's written to make Luigi look good.
Right. Yeah.
And nobody was doing that for Diddy.
That's what you
I
mean.
mean, you know, I want to protect it anyway down there. Rivers testified that Mangione was upset that he was being compared to the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, because it was being reported in the media that Mangione had reviewed his manifesto on Goodreads. Separately, Rivers had added that Mangione said he wanted to make the public statement, but Rivers never asked Mangione what it was because he wasn't responsible for investigating the case and was just making conversation. Y'all, listen. They are setting Luigi Mangione up for the public perception.
Right.
Public perception.
Yeah.
Is being created by the story. And all the news outlets are going to pick this story up.
Yeah.
And report it just like I'm doing. And make everybody at home go, yeah, Luigi, he deserved to be down there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they is wrong for locking him up. Yeah, you right, Luigi. My hospital bills is too damn high. Shit, we with you.
Yeah.
This me doing Judge Mathis. Oh, Lord. It says Mangione's defense team has asked Judge Gregory Caro to bar the prosecution led by New York Assistant District Attorney Joel Seidman from introducing any writings from these notebooks into evidence at the hearings or testifying about their contents, citing that doing so could be irreparably prejudiced. Mangione and his multiple upcoming trials. Mangione's defense will also seek to suppress Mangione's statements to law enforcement at the time of his arrest, claiming officers violated his Fifth Amendment rights by failing to read his Miranda warning, child. So if they got an admission by the cops, if he admitted anything to the cops,
right,
bye, toss it out. See the difference between his trial and Diddy's trial? Same lawyers and shit, but look how they painting Mangione, and he's a murderer. Versus how they painted Diddy. Luigi, you know you don't get no slam down here. I'm so happy for you right now. Bye. See you next time. Oh, Lord. Oh, goodness. Whoa. 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 Y'all, Trump is back up down here again regarding Snap. I think this whole Snap shit is just distractions. Okay? Let me see what he's talking about with Snap this time. Is this worth reading?
Yeah.
It says the Trump administration says it will withhold Snap from Democratic-led states if they don't provide data. He's just a hater. And the Democratic-led states are the ones that's paying the most money into Snap for the red states to be able to get. So Trump is really hurting the red states. He's not really hurting the blue states.
Okay.
He's hurting his own people.
Right.
New York and California contribute more to SNAP than any other state.
Yeah. What?
You would just, yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
It says President Donald Trump's administration said Tuesday it will move to withhold SNAP food aid from recipients in most Democratic-controlled states starting next week unless those states provide information about those receiving the assistance. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said in a cabinet meeting Tuesday that the action is looming because those states are refusing to provide data that the department requested, such as names and immigration status of aid recipients. She said that the cooperation is needed to root out fraud in the program. Child, that is not where the fraud is in the program, okay? That's not where the fraud is at.
Nah.
I'm not going to get into where the fraud is, but the fraud is on the end of SNAP benefits. It's not in the beginning or before the SNAP benefits. The fraud is at the end. And really, the fraud at the end is not even really fraud because a lot of people on SNAP, a lot of them, I'm not saying everybody, is so poor that they have to try to convert some of their stamps into money so they can have money to buy laundry detergent, things that's not food.
Right. Other necessities.
Yes, that they don't have money to buy, to get. Democratic states have sued to block the requirement, saying they will verify eligibility for SNAP beneficiaries and they would never share large swaths of sensitive data to programs with the federal government. Now, listen, I don't believe Trump on this. He can't really do this. So you can't just say, y'all 22 states ain't getting no SNAP. Like, that's not going to happen. Because I think the money's already distributed anyway. So bye. And they don't get the money like every week or something like that. I think the money comes from Congress allocated every year or whatever. Only reason why they wasn't getting SNAP last time was because the government was shut down. The government is not shut down now, and the funds are there. So I don't think he's going to be able to do that. Yeah, I guess we'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
Oh, hey, y'all, we back. Guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Men's Gossip.
Poor things.
Y'all, Michael Jordan is down there going to sue NASCAR, and they say that this might change NASCAR forever if this happens. And what they talking about, I think, is good. They saying that NASCAR owns too much shit down there. They own all the racetracks. They own the companies, the people who can get in. They own the slots. They own everything. So they like, even if you wanted to have a competition to NASCAR, you can't have it because NASCAR owns all the stadiums around the country.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, we ain't finna play with y'all. Y'all got 10 cars. Y'all want to race them around in a circle while we're not using this track? No.
Okay, I see.
We don't want y'all building y'all own audience down here.
Right.
We own everything. So Michael Jordan and a lot of other people are suing NASCAR, accusing it of being an illegal monopoly. Y'all, this comes from the BBC. NBA legend Michael Jordan is suing NASCAR, the biggest U.S. motorsports company, accusing it of illegal operation monopoly that has caused financial harm to the team he partly owns. I told you this is too small for me. And you still didn't make it bigger before you... Come on, bro.
I already put it in. It's not that... It's like...
It's too
15.
small. And then, no.
You want me to read it? Well, I thought you was gonna say no.
Why would I say no?
I don't know. All right, it
You want me to
says
keep on struggling?
it says NBA legend Michael Jordan is suing NASCAR, the biggest U.S. motorsports company, accusing it of operating an illegal monopoly that has caused financial harm to a team he partly owns. On Monday, he sat in the front row of the courtroom for the first day of the lawsuit trial, listening to emotional testimony. What was that? Emotional testimony from Danny Hamline, the three-time champion in Daytona 500 and a co-owner of Jordan's team, 23XI Racing. Jordan and Hamlin, along with the Front Row Motorsports, are accusing NASCAR of illegally making hundreds of millions of dollars by stifling support opportunities. NASCAR's CEO Jim France, who inherited the stock car racing business from his father, NASCAR's founder denies any wrongdoing. I don't know why I said Dennis.
Y'all, listen, are you going to say anything else besides just reading that straight? You ain't got no opinions about each, like when you read a certain amount of lines, you're supposed to formulate some type of opinion somewhere. This is not just read verbatim show. You got to give some entertainment to with it. We want to hear what you think about what you're reading. Why are you reading it?
Okay. Well, I don't have enough of an opinion yet to really. I gotta read more to have an opinion. You feel me?
Okay.
All right. It says. Let me see. I'm just getting to the juicy part.
Yes. Hello.
At the start of the suit, NASCAR's charter agreement system, which is similar to franchise systems used in other sports, but functions more as a set of contracts that are renewable and revocable. Okay. Charters guarantee cars a sport for all 38 NASCAR racers and include defined payouts from a weekly All right. Okay. Representing Michael Jordan's team, lawyer Jeffrey Colsar said in his opening statement that Front Row Motorsports owner Jenkins has never turned a profit since starting his team in 2004, despite Daytona 500 victory being in 2001. Over 70% of teams lost money in 2024, Custer said, citing a NASCAR commission study. While over 3 years, almost.
Well, how much was NASCAR making during this time? Let me see. Let me see. How much money has NASCAR made over the past 3 years? Child, they just said they made over $1 billion.
Come on, Cat.
They said $1.7 billion in 2024, $536 million in 2023. In 2023, over $1 billion, child. They playing with the people up down there. They ain't sharing the money with them folk.
Let's see. While over the 3 years, almost $400 million was paid to the France Family Trust. Kessler also cited Goldman Sachs estimates that NASCAR is worth $5 billion.
Child.
Dang. NASCAR is owned by Jim France, son of NASCAR founder Bill France.
Oh, Lord. So they mean to tell me most of the teams lose money every single year.
Yeah. They just giving them scraps, basically.
And so basically what they're doing is they're keeping them in debt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if they're losing money, who's giving them the money that they're losing? They have to get the money from somewhere.
Right. Unless they just keep on recycling. No, but then they wouldn't.
They are slaves.
Yeah.
to NASCAR. They are slaves.
Yeah.
Y'all stop playing with these people down here in these cars. And y'all got all these country folk down there, the NASCAR screaming, "Woo, go team!" And your team is leaving the race with nothing. Child.
That's why y'all need to stop watching NASCAR. You know what's really up right now?
What?
F1.
F1 been up, though.
No, but it's getting more up, more exciting.
How's it getting more exciting?
Audi joined. Okay, Audi's joining now, and the Cadillac is joining. Cadillac is going to be the representative of America because America doesn't really have their own F1 team. They have parts of a team, but not their own. So when Cadillac joins in 2026, it's going to be up.
Now, how come you didn't make that a story? See, you know all about that.
Well, because I just learned about it. I'm just recently an F1 fan. But it's lit.
I know it's lit. I watch F1. I've been watching it. F1 is where they race through the streets.
Yeah.
I know about it.
Yeah.
Bye. NASCAR, y'all tripping up down there. And Michael Jordan, why you investing your coins down there to a losing thing? I forgot you do have a gambling problem.
I mean, and it is a part of his team.
Yeah, but he has a gambling problem. He probably think that NASCAR is going to turn around and he going to make some money one day, and they showing his ass to his face. Now, listen, it's not just against you because you black. We do this to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, cat.
Bye, Michael Jordan, and bye, all y'all. Bye. Again. My mama sitting over here with the closed face emoji. Y'all, let's see what's going on out here. What's that? I know that's not this. Oh, yeah, it is. Y'all, back to gymnastics, girls being abused again. Child, they just can't stop. And I'm trying to figure out, do parents want their kids to win in gymnastics so bad that they ignore all the signs of when their kids come home acting like they've been violated and pretend like they don't see it? Because you're supposed to know your children.
Right.
If your child go to gymnastics practice one day all happy, hey, mama, I'm going to gymnastics practice every day. I'm going to gymnastics every day. And when they get home, hey, mom, I just learned how to do a cartwheel. Tuesday, hey, mom, I just learned how to do a back handspring. 3 months later, hey, mom, I just learned how to do a giant on bars. Then the next day, they just walk in the house like this.
Just hey. And then
not even hey. We just go straight to their room and go to bed, and you don't ask them what the hell's the matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is weird.
Y'all parents got to do better out here. The teachers are making the same complaints about the students in school. They're saying y'all ain't raising your kids. And that's why so many pedophiles out here running around, because they see a bunch of victims because they know ain't none of these kids being raised by nobody. And you know how they know they're not being raised? Because they all act grown as hell with smart-ass mouths. That's how they know they ain't being raised. They ain't nobody got no damn respect because they just wild as hell.
Yeah.
Child. This comes from Associated Press. Says USA Gymnastics and Olympic sports watchdog failed to stop the coach's sexual abuse lawsuits alleged. So after Larry Nassar, they got this watchdog group that's supposed to be watching all the coaches and shit. And I guess they knew about it, and just like the FBI, they pretend like they didn't know nothing about it.
Swept it under the carpet.
Says 2 gymnasts say who they were sexually abused at an elite academy in Iowa filed lawsuits Monday against the sports oversight bodies, alleging they failed to stop Sean Gardner from preying on girls despite repeated complaints about the coach's behavior. The lawsuits allege USA Gymnastics and U.S. Center for Safe Sport were told about the inappropriate and abusive behaviors in 2017.
Dang.
Including that Gardner was hugging and kissing girls and engaging in other grooming behaviors while coaching at a Mississippi gym. Child, he was doing what? Hugging and kissing girls. He thought he was Bella Caroli. He thought he was one of them Russian coaches, because you know the Russian coaches be kissing their gymnasts in the mouth.
Yeah.
Right on TV. They don't even care. And you just finish your routine and you hit. And as soon as you come down off that podium, I used to be like, that's so hot. The men coaches kissing the men gymnasts. I'm just playing, y'all. That was not hot. I thought it was disturbing. Y'all. When I saw Iowa in this story, the first person I thought about was Gabby Douglas. Because remember, she went to Iowa to train at Child's Gymnastics. And, you know, after she won her Olympic medal, her gold, she never went back to Child's. Let me tell you what it say. It says the organizations failed to properly investigate, revoke Gardner's coaching credentials, report him to law enforcement, or take other action to protect athletes, and lawsuits allege. They claim that inaction enabled Gardner to get a job at Child's Gymnastics. Leanne Chow. And Dance Institute in West Des Moines, Iowa in 2018. Let's see, Gabby Douglas won 2012. And she went to 2016 Olympics. So 2008, but by the time 2016 came around, she wasn't at Child's no more. So this man came after she left. But Leanne Child, why are you hiring a man that look like this to coach your gymnastics team?
Right, he really don't look like he'll know something about gymnastics.
I mean,
you can't judge a book by its cover.
No, you can't. But what I'm trying to say is that he look, baby, he don't look like.
He looks sus.
It says where gymnasts say they and other preteen and teenage girls were abused despite additional complaints about Gardner. The institute was founded by prominent coach Leanne Chow, who is known for producing Olympic champions as well as defendant in the lawsuits. The lawsuits filed by Polk County, Iowa, are the first civil cases brought to the abuse scandal came to light in a series of reports by the Associated Press after the FBI arrested Gardner in August. Let me tell you, listen, Leanne Chow, where you at while all of this is carrying on in your gym?
Right.
While the FBI is calling, you ain't never fired a man? You let him keep working there? Who were the kids complaining to if they wasn't complaining to Leanne Chow?
Right.
All of these coaches try to act like they didn't know none of this shit was going on. The Carolis were never charged with nothing or anything, even though Larry Nassar was abusing girls in their gym. Okay? None of the coaches were acting like they knew anything about it. Steve Nuno, I saw a competition one time, I think it was 1992 or 1993, where Shannon, it was at the Olympic Games. I can't remember. It was 96. It was 96. Shannon fell on a dismount or something like that, and she was on the floor, you know, her back, she was on her back, and she was going, and Steve was like, get up, get up. And Larry Nassar was right behind him. And he was like, you want me to send you to the back? And she was like, no. And then she got up. I swore for God. Because they said that man, Larry Nassar, was abusing them girls everywhere they went. Child.
Wasn't paying attention.
Obviously, that's the point that I'm making, that the parents were not paying attention to their child mental health.
Yeah.
How's your child doing something that they love on an Olympic level? Now all of a sudden they coming home sad every day.
Right.
Child. USA Gymnastics, y'all need to do better. Leanne Child, where your ass at? Bella Caroli's dead now, so we can't get his ass. Yes. And they made it a blip on the news. They didn't even really talk about it. I'm like, the man who created all these champions in America, it was just a flash on the news. Like, Bella Caroli died. And they just moved on. I was like, oh, Lord, that's how they're going to do the man after he bring all these medals home? Child. I don't know, Lord. Y'all, it's time for Black History.
That's cool.
You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of your and your without no words. Like, come on. I said
that was cool.
I know, but you have like 400 before that with no words. Y'all, it's Rosa Parks Day. We have to always remember what happened to our people, y'all. We ain't never going to forget. That's why I played that Charlie Brown thing at the beginning.
Yeah.
So it says Rosa Parks Day honors the American civil rights hero twice a year on February 4th and December 1st. You better rock it, girl. She got 2 days on y'all ass. The holiday recognizes the civil rights leader Rosa Parks on December 1st, 1955. After a long Thursday at work, Rosa Parks boarded a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. She took her seat in the colored section. As she rode the Cleveland Avenue bus home, the bus began to fill. The Montgomery City Ordinance allowed bus drivers to assign seating. However, it did not permit them to demand that passengers give up their seat. Despite this, bus drivers customarily require black passengers to give up their seats to white passengers when public transportation became full. Now, see, this is the thing. Even though they weren't required to get up after they were sitting down, see, you have to remember the bus driver is white, and he a white supremacist.
Right.
So he's going to enforce his own rules down there because remember, he got the police department, the sheriff, his bosses, everybody's in his pocket, so it don't matter. That's why niggas always had to listen to stupid white people.
Yeah.
Not niggas, I'm sorry, y'all. Black people. Says when bus driver asked Parks to give up her seat, she refused. Police arrested her. See? And what followed the civil rights history on December 5th, 1955, the courts found Parks guilty of violating the city ordinance and fined her $10 plus a court fee. And back at these times in 1955, $10 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay? African-American leaders, including E.D. Nixon and Martin Luther King Jr., organized the Montgomery bus boycott for the date of Rosa Parks' trial. The boycott succeeded and lasted several months, devastating the transportation system in Montgomery. The California state legislature created Rosa Parks Day, and the first celebrated February 4th, 2000. California chose to recognize Rosa Parks' birth in Ohio, and Oregon celebrate the date of her arrest on December 1st. That's shade. You ain't supposed to remember her on the date of her arrest. You remember from the day she got arrested.
Right.
Oh, that is what that is.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be saying, right?
What Aki said.
I know, right? Rosa Parks, you know you an ancestor. You forever will be. And you know you don't ever get a slam that hand of good and crazy news. And that's the end of Black History. Bye, Rosa Parks. Girl, you turned it. Now, you know what I heard? I heard that it was somebody else that they wanted to use for that bus boycott thing. But the lady who they wanted to use was too dark-skinned. So they purposely set up Rosa Parks to get arrested on that day. Because it was already doing shit to other people. You know, it was building up.
Right.
And so Martin Luther King and them decided that they wasn't going to use the lady who had got previously arrested because she was too dark. And felt that the public would have no sympathy for her, including other black people. So they used Rosa Parks because she was light-skinned. That's some behind the scenes for you to know. Y'all, says Rick Ross, Diddy's other boyfriend. Diddy go with Rick Ross and what's the other one?
French Montana.
French Montana and who's the other little young one he got? YK Osiris.
Oh, YK Osiris.
Child, he did YK Osiris so dirty. He turned in all his money and all his jewels and all his cars for a Saturn or something like that. He was like, bump the music industry. I'm gone. I ain't giving up my Bukihana, my Bugana no more. Bujana. Says Rick Ross goes in on IG influencer who exposed their DM saying she has a bad body. And he says she ain't his type. And also called her goofy. Listen, Rick Ross, you shouldn't be talking about nobody's body shape.
No, she said he had a bad body.
He does.
Yeah.
And why you fighting with women online? Why you doing that?
Right.
I would never sit up there and entertain fighting with a woman online. And I'm gay, and I wouldn't even do that. If a woman just started going ham, I'd be like, online now. I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about online, keyboard gangstering me. I either block her ass or just be like, whatever, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let her get me some more clicks. Because these days, every publicity is good at this point.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad. And the harder you grift, the more money you can make. Child. Bye, Rick Ross. We do not care. I don't want to read that.
What's 2 pages?
I don't want to read this either. We'll save this for another day. Y'all, guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for whoop. Oh, wait. It's time for whoop. Boom, the Kim K Slammm. Y'all, the Kim K Slammm is the part where I summarize the show in my two little lines. Y'all, it says, Pete Hegseth, listen, you're going to prison. And you should know that by now. Bye. Again. Because as soon as Democrats get in the office and get the Congress and the Senate and the House and the Senate back, they're going to just start impeaching all you motherfuckers. Y'all already know that. That's why Steve Bannon said the other day, y'all let Democrats win the midterm. A lot of us are going to jail in this room, including me. So I don't know why y'all... Child, Mark Kelly, I'm glad you blasted the president. Y'all, we need to not be scared of Donald Trump, for real. Like, don't let him scare y'all. The game, we don't know. We don't care. I don't care. Luigi Mangione, boo, you know you in good hands down there, child. They are using Diddy's money to protect you. Man, you ain't got nothing to worry about. They using Diddy's money to grease the judge's hand. Cause you know these lawyers and the judges and shit, when they not on that stand, they be going out to dinner together and everything. You know that, right? Yeah. Which they ain't supposed to be doing that, but they do it anyway. Trump is not gonna be able to do nothing about Snap because the government is not closed. Okay. Michael Jordan suing NASCAR. Listen, NASCAR's broke. You about to be broke. Michael Jordan, stop gambling on losing shit. Okay. They're not going to let y'all down there to use their ovals all across the country. They're not finna let y'all do that. Okay? Because they don't want nobody competing. They don't want nobody else getting a bigger reputation than them. Okay? So, bye. Michael Jordan, pull out now.
All right.
Unless you can get some people together and y'all start building your own stadiums around the country. That's a big, daunting task right there, baby. That's a daunting task. I used to play NASCAR on the computer, on the PlayStation or whatever. Yeah. There's a lot of left turns. You're sitting there for hours just going left. You be like, dang, I'm tired. Like, changing tires and all that kind of carrying on. Gymnastics community, y'all need to get y'all sexual deviants and predators together. I mean, I guess we can't expect much more from them that we expect from the Catholics. The Catholics still got their preachers and stuff out there still raping the boys and stuff, and they ain't stopped yet.
Right.
Even though everybody know. I ain't gonna say that. Rosa Parks Day, congratulations to you. Rick Ross, we don't care. Bye. Mommy, did you enjoy the show today? Yeah. Huh?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Judah, how can people get in contact with you?
On Instagram at Judas Photography, JUDAHS _photography_.
And y'all, I think I'm going to turn this into a call-in show. You know, if we do a call-in show, we have to be more consistent with the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because people are going to be expecting to call in. Right. If we don't start the show on time, people are not going to be interested. I'm telling you. Yeah. They're not. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much for watching. Y'all know what I'll be doing. Until next time, y'all, I'll be sitting here waiting at the door. Bye.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you.